Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food and another installment of Hot Noods. Today we're going to be trying three. I'm going to call these unusual because I haven't really seen these before, and they kind of fly under the radar. So it's not like the Samyang or the Nishin or Nongshim noodles that are just kind of like in your face no matter what grocery store you go to. These ones are a little bit more hard to find, a little bit more elusive, and a little bit more interesting. So one of the things I did before I even started was I looked at the labels to try to figure out what the preparation was, and they're all pretty much the same. It's the the one you would lift the top up and you put the water in, and in some places you drain it, in some cases you don't. But to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of these instructions aren't even in English, and you got to figure it out yourself. So it can't be that difficult, I don't think, but we'll figure it out. So we have three. So the first one we have here is Mie Sedaap Instant Cup Selection Korean Spicy Chicken. Now you would think that this one is from Korea, but I don't think it is. I believe this one is from Indonesia. So this one is Indonesian, but it is Korean spicy chicken flavor. And my guess is it's artificially flavored, but again, no English language in here. Well, there's the ingredients. I do not see chicken in the ingredients. So it's spicy chicken, but no chicken. Typical of Korean ramen to be chicken flavored but not have real chicken in it. The second one is from Ottogi. We've done Ottogi noodles before, and this is Jin Ramen Spicy Good Epis. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Korean style noodles. Again, these are Korean style as well. No chicken in here. The serving suggestion shows it looks like seafood on there, but not sure. I don't think there is seafood in here. I didn't see any kind of meat or fish or anything like that in there at all. I don't think any of these actually have anything like that in there. And Ottogi is this is a product of Vietnam. The company may not be Vietnamese, but it is a product of Vietnam. And then the last one is Pop Mie. Oh, Pop Mie! I'm probably pronouncing that one incorrectly. This one is chicken flavor, but I believe it's artificially chicken flavor. And this is Mie Instant Cup, Rasa Avam, or Ayam. And this one is from Indonesia as well. So we're going to try these three. And this one has instructions on the lid. That's pretty self-explanatory. This one, let's see, this one has cooking instructions, and this one, we're on our own with this one. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to heat the water up here. Okay. And this one says open to here, so it tells us how far to open. Oh, look! I love when they give you a little fork in there. I don't think we're going to use that, but it's nice of them to do that. And so there's dry mix in here, so most likely it's going to go in ahead of time. This one is little crunchy bits in there. Seasoning powder and solid ingredients. Solid. Ooh, that's funky looking. Those little pieces of vegetable in there. And then this, whoo! And this just says solid ingredients, so it's anybody's guess what's in here. And again, maybe you put it in it. Oh, this is going to be spicy because that looks like cayenne pepper. Here, look at that. All right, water up to the line for 3 minutes. See if I can do this without causing an international incident. All right, there we go. Cover. And we wait 3 minutes. Synchronized watches. All right, our time is up. Well, it looks like I may be using that fork after all. No, I have one. It almost looks like little pieces of meat once they reconstitute it in the water. Let's just take that off. So this one is a soup, obviously, because you're not draining the noodles. At least I don't think you're draining the noodles on this. It does not say to drain the noodles. So this is the Pop Mie Instant Cup Noodles Chicken Flavor. I'm going to try one of those little pieces here and see if that doesn't taste like chicken. I think it is. I think it's chicken. I didn't see anything on the ingredients, but you never know. I think those little tiny pieces of little balls of chicken. Little tiny chicken balls. Maybe. These noodles seem thinner. It's almost like a vermicelli noodle as opposed to like a ramen. But it doesn't say it's a ramen, it just says noodles. None of these say that they're ramen. Well, I take that back. This one does say it's a ramen. The other two don't say they're ramens, it just says noodles. So let's see how this one is. Let's see if I can get some more of those little chicken pieces, or what I think is chicken pieces. Those are definitely vermicelli noodles. I would think this one would be saltier than it tastes. It doesn't really taste that salty. Now, I didn't look at the amount of sodium in there. That could be crazy, you know. This is pretty good. Ooh, hot. Heat hot. Not spicy at all. The other two are spicy. This one's not spicy at all. There's maybe a tiny little bit of spice. Well, it does have that chicken broth taste. It has that savory chicken taste, that savory chicken flavor. This is actually pretty good. You know, I may dress this up like it has some vegetables in it, but you know, I might put some other kind of vegetables in there. That is actually pretty good. So that one's gonna get a thumbs up for me. All right. All right, next on our hit parade is the Ottogi Jin Ramen Spicy Korean Style Instant Noodles. Now let's see. Cooking directions: open the lid up to the dotted line, add powdered soup, vegetables mix, and hot water up to the inside line. Close the lid and wait for 4 minutes. Pretty straightforward. Also dry. This is a powdered soup mix and dehydrated vegetable mix. I sounded like Jed Clampett. Dehydrated vegetable mix. All right. And again, this one we're not draining, so it is a soup, obviously. Ooh, there's a lot of red stuff in there. There's a lot of red powder in there. You can see green onions and all kinds of other stuff in there. All right. So this we fill up to the line, and it's a higher line on this one. Ooh, maybe that's too much. We'll see. And this one's 4 minutes. Smoke them if you got them. And scene. Okay, so here is the Ottogi Jin Ramen Korean style instant noodles. Spicy. All right, no little pieces of chicken in there. This one looks more like ramen. The ramen bunch didn't break apart that much, so I got to kind of break it up a little bit. The broth looks really dark. I don't know what's up with that. There's little pieces of brown thing in there. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's some sort of vegetable. All right, let's try this. Again, this is more like ramen than the other one. The other one was definitely more like vermicelli noodles. The difference between vermicelli noodles and ramen noodles is ramen noodles are typically made from wheat, whereas vermicelli noodles are made from rice. But you knew that. I like the texture of the noodles more so than a lot of these other cup noodles. There's some heat there, but there's no flavor with the heat. It almost tastes like an extract. It's pretty spicy though. And there's something in there, there's something that almost smells like burnt meat. I'm not sure what that is. There's almost like a burnt meat smell in there. This broth is really salty as opposed to that other one. This one has a saltier broth. Okay. Nice chewiness to the noodles, a little bit on the salty side, and there's not a lot of pepper flavor. There is pepper heat, so there is spice, but it almost tastes like an extract. I think I'm going to give that a thumbs in the middle. A thumbs in the middle. I mean, it's like, it has some pluses, it has some minuses. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. So, yeah, thumbs in the middle on that one. Okay. And now, the piece of resistance. That's French. We're going to do the Mie Sedaap Instant Cup selection. Everything else is in another language. It looks Filipino, but I can't be absolutely certain about that. Not that I could tell you immediately what Filipino language. Oh, it's Indonesian. So this one, cooking instructions, open partially, take out the seasoning, chili powder, oil, and fried onion. Pour boiling hot water into the cup to the boundary line. Close the lid and leave it for 4 minutes. Drain the water, open the lid, pour the seasoning, chili oil, and oil. Mix the noodles with all seasons evenly. That's interesting. Adjust the spicy level by adding chili powder according to your taste. Hey, they don't know me very well, do they? Yeah, we're going to use the sauce packet. And so, okay, so this one's a little bit different because you have to drain it. And sometimes they have little drain holes in the top. This one does not, so we're going to have to wing it. All right, so. All right, let's open that up. I'm going to start a collection of little plastic forks. Okay, so take the powder out. Here is seasoning powder. Here is fried onion. And here is anybody's guess what that is. But apparently, oh, and seasoning oil. So it sounds like we're putting everything in at the end. Let me just verify that, because take out the seasoning powder, oil, and fried onion. Yeah, take it all out. Drain the water and then put everything in. Okay, let's do that. So again, 4 minutes. What could go wrong? Okay, here we go. And we wait 4 minutes. And it's time! Okay, those are just noodles. Let's break that up a little bit. And let's start adding our fun. So here's our seasoning powder. I'm going to put in the fried onion last. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing it's the pepper. I don't know. Anybody's guess what that is? Maybe they give you 2 packets of hot pepper so that you can put in 1 if you want or 2 if you want. Here's our seasoning oil, and I imagine there's probably some heat to this because there usually is. It's gonna make me sneeze. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit and then add the onion. Oh wow! So this just went from like a light color to a very, very dark color very quickly. Yeah, this thing looks like it's swimming in chili oil. Oh, look at this! Look at the way. See the way that red clings to the noodles? Yeah, that's gonna be hot. That looks like Samyang 2X hot. And let's put in the fried onion. Mix that up. I have a feeling this is going to be hot. I mean, I didn't get that hot smell from any of these, but you know, you never know. You never really know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this looks like there's like a red chili oil all over this. This is going to be hot, I think. I think it's going to be heat hot too, because I just poured boiling hot water in it. Heat hot. Heat hot and pepper hot. It's like a pepper powder. It's sort of like cayenne pepper, where it kind of sticks on the back of my throat and forces like a little cough. This is really red, and this is really spicy. I don't think it's Oh wow. I was gonna say I don't think it's quite 2x spicy, but it's a sneaky heat. It's up there. It is up there. This is pretty hot. Again, both the Jin Ramen said spicy and the Mie Sedaap instant cup said Korean spicy, but this one says Korean spicy, and Korean, the Korean noodles that say they're spicy are like exceptionally spicy. So that might be the thing, is that they're saying Korean spicy, which are like really spicy. But you can see the chili oil just kind of clinging to those noodles. The noodles themselves are okay. Not a lot of flavor to the noodles. They're kind of almost bland tasting, the noodles themselves. Standard texture for noodles, nothing special there. But I do like the heat, and I do like the other flavors that are in there. So there is that kind of vegetable taste. There is a definite heat to that. So these should be more challenging. They should actually, have the picture of the chicken with the fire coming out of their mouth on top of it, because these ones are more challenging. I'm gonna give these a thumbs up. Maybe not an enthusiastic thumbs up, because I think the noodles could have a little bit more taste and everything. But from a heat standpoint, they bring the heat. It does taste like a cayenne pepper as opposed to, an extract. So it does have pepper flavor. Yeah, thumbs up on those. So if I'm gonna rate them, I would say my favorite is probably the Pop Mie, that first one that we did. Those are really nice. The second one are these, the Mie Sedaap. And the last one is going to be the Jin Ramen, which was just meh. So I think I got these at like large grocery stores. So I think you probably, if there's an Asian food section in your large grocery store, you should be able to get these. But when you do get out there to try them, remember that it's crazy out there. So please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others, and we will see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.